The winter weather and the Omicron variant have created some very tough conditions for restaurants. In fact, more than 2,000 restaurants statewide did not receive any money from the Restaurant Revitalization Grant. And now industry leaders are looking for more federal money to help struggling businesses. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Sharon Johnson is live in Hartford tonight with the calls for help. Sharon.
Well, Aaron, Carbone's here in Hartford has been closed since March 2020, and it has not been able to reopen yet. And it was one of the restaurants that did not get any funding last year. But now the Connecticut Restaurant Association is hoping another round of funding will save jobs and will save restaurants like Carbone's.
As when the COVID first hit, I asked my dad, what did Grandpa do in World War II? He goes, we never had to close.
Now time is standing still for the 84-year-old Hartford restaurant Carbone's. Table settings are neatly placed and portraits of famous visitors decorate the walls. But it's been nearly 2 years since Carbone's has welcomed any customers.
It's kind of, I walk in here, it's like the Twilight Zone.
Carbone's was set to open last summer before Delta hit, but the variant pumped the brakes on those plans. The Rocky Hill and Bloomfield locations are open, but Vinnie Carbone says the Restaurant Revitalization Fund could help them pump life into their Hartford jewel.
This Restaurant Revitalization Fund is critical. We can't, urge Washington enough and thank the senator to try to push this.
The Connecticut Restaurant Association and Senator Richard Blumenthal are calling for additional funding to the federal RRF program. Last year, 2,066 Connecticut restaurants, including Carbone's, didn't receive any money from the fund. With operators struggling due to inflation, supply chain delays, and COVID, they say the grants are vital.
A third of our restaurants were supported through this program, and 2/3 were not.
A recent survey shows the first round of the program saved more than 12,000 Connecticut jobs and helped 97% of recipients stay in business. The CRA says another round could save 18,000 jobs.
Our restaurants haven't recovered yet. There hasn't been a recovery period.
And Senator Blumenthal says that this is a bipartisan effort, and he also is hoping that this next appropriations bill will include restaurant funding. Meanwhile, Carbone says that they are still figuring out when they will reopen. Live here in Hartford tonight, Sharon Johnson, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.